Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Over. What you got, Randy? Give me some. Give me some.
On 1st and 10, here's Brees. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. In the last 2 years in Oakland, now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Over.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there out of Kamara. 64 yards on the ground.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. Come to my world. We won. Come to my world.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground.
5-9.
Second down and goal. Brees looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Foles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Foles. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Shift. He's mine. Hey, Keaton. 13.
Here's Foles. And able to find Conley. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Be alert.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go.
Back to throw here. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
In his own end zone, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's easy work, and it's coming again. Yellow lady. Check me out. Kill. Protein.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here we go. Double tight. Three down. Jump, Sammy.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Opposite.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On play action, it's Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards, the final tally. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready. Yellow lady. Touchdown, defense. Kill. 80 weapon. Check. Hey, Zoo.
On play action, now Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
22 jet bomber.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 2nd and 10. Foles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
56, Mike, 56. Watch the run. 56, the Mike.
Back to throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jeff Swaim, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. CD, this 2nd quarter for them, it's been an offensive explosion.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter, and now after that score, 2 touchdowns right here, as you mentioned, in the 2nd quarter. Loving what they're doing. And it tells you a little bit about patience, doesn't it? It's not always adjustments. It's not always just, hey, we've got to do something different. Sometimes do your game plan just a little bit better.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again. And try.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Take it, take it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Lambo is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 46 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Looking long for Thomas. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that, and maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Check it out. Hold the look, hold the look, hold. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And that'll set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Kill. Hey, silver. Check it. Great. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the run, it's Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
55 is my job, 55. I got it. Switch.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
We go.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. And the Browns have moved out in front there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here.
on the ground, Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they play the responsive.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
11. We go 21.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Hey, easy. It's going to be a long game. Sponge. Break it down.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this is no good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Fournette. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
You ain't going nowhere. Check.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Yeah, go, let's go.
Second and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kill. Tiger. Check, go get him. Purple 64. Hey, Charlie.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll go with a big back Fournette, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on fourth down, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on second and 10. Breeze. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well. And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. That's to his running back, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Brees going to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
1-1.
Foles. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now Foles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. To throw is Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Fournette. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Foles. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
He's checking.
Now Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
55. Check.
They'll run. This is Blue. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Alfred Blue. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Breeze now on first down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.